Hi everybody, hope you're fine. Today we're looking at the Pioneer DJ DDJ-800. So it's the brand new controller with 2 channel or 4 channel if you want. The only thing is that, like the DDJ-800, the channel 1 and channel 3 or channel 2, channel 4 will be cut when you are switching between those. So you can put a track on 1, put a track on 3, but the sound will cut. So you can prepare something, but not listening to 2 channel for the channel 1 and 2 channel for the channel 2, like other controllers do. But you have a lot of things. You will see this video is very, very, very long, very complete. First, I don't know if you saw that, but this morning we have done a live stream about this product with the sonovant.com. If you want to have some stream, I know my English is not very the better English, the best English in the world, but you can understand me. So if you want to have live stream on this channel in English content, feel free to ask under this video, or I will leave in the description a link to a server where you can put some there is no name information or something like that. Just put what type of hour you want, where in the world you are, if it's good for you for in the morning or in the night, your time zone, etc. So feel free to ask under the video or in this survey, and it will be very good for me to better answer for your English questions. So DDJ-800, brand new controller from Pioneer DJ. So it's the 2 channel mixer. You can have, when you plug to record box, it works with record box. When you plug it with your USB cable inside the box, when you plug it into a record box, you will have a turntable, a mixer inside. You can also put some turntable, you can put some CD player, you can also use the DVS mode, you can also with the turntable or your CD player have the FX. You will see directly further in the video the FX, the sound color FX and the beat FX directly on your vinyl, your record track or something. Everything is possible. You have just to plug the USB to a record box, and it can also analyze the BPM of your track on your turntable to apply a good FX at the good beat, etc. So it's very good. First, we will see the navigation, browsing, after the mixer part and the deck part. So for the navigation, is very easy. You can jump with your back button between your playlist and your track. If you need more space, you can put view like that and you will have more space if you want. So when the playlist is good, you check your track. You can apply one track on the left with load 1 here. And if you want to have maybe a instant double, you have just to go to the same track when the track is played on the deck on the left, and you push twice here and you will have the same. After, you can have a tag track if you want to put track directly into a little basket to be played later, and you can show this related track with shift view. And with shift back, you will have the possibility, you see, to manage the view of your playlist like you want. And it's done. If you want to play a track on a turntable, on a CD player, feel free to choose the good track and push here phono line. And you will have this. And if you want to apply an FX, look, it's possible. You choose the good channel here. Everything is possible. You can put a reverb if you want. And every FX with a turntable or CD player is post fader or crossfader like it is for the controller part. So it's very good. And of course, like I said, you can choose a track if you want. For example, this one you can put directly on relative mode, and after I will take just a moment my DVS track, and here we go. I can listen and make some DVS part, and also put some FX on it. It's very, very, very cool. So after the mixer part, let's see deck 1 and... Okay, so you have a gain control here. Be careful to use it carefully with your headphone and your meters here. After you will have high, mid, low correction EQs, so you can apply directly into Rekordbox if you want just a cut or directly a kill mode. But you will have on your turntable or CD player a cut minus 26 dB for the external players. After you will have the sound colored FX. Sound color FX will apply those FX by default, so dub echo, pitch, noise, filter, but you can also directly put another FX by clicking on user and choosing another FX. For example, sweep. You see, I put sweep. It's not a pitch, it's a sweep. So you can easily check a lot of FX you want if you plug your device directly on Rekordbox. But if you want to play with turntable, you will need to plug it to a Rekordbox to have the mixer part like standalone, if you understand me. So, dub echo. You will have your parameter here, allow you to make smaller or bigger FX, or allow you to transform the filter resonance. For example, for dub echo, you will see if I put a little, it's very little, you see. But if I put a long parameter, it's more longer, of course. So after pitch, you can use it with a vocal if you want. You see, the vocal of the track is here, like that. For example, oh, I was in internal, so I was in relative, so internal. Etc. So you can easily make something very great. After the noise, and parameter on Rekordbox will be the gain of the noise. And after filter, so I will put filter with 0 resonance, like that. And with a maybe big resonance, like that. You see, you listen to it. It make wah wah on the sound on the track. After you will have your PFL or your Q mixing. You will have the channel 1, channel 2, if you want both. If you want to listen to the master here with a little balance between PFL and master, you have to choose it here. And you have your volume control here with, we will see in the connection after, but you will have a 6/4 jack and 3.5 jack, big one and little one. Faders and crossfader are easily adjustable directly into the mixer part of the configuration of Rekordbox. You will have free curve for the fader, and you will have a a knob curve to make like that more like a fading or more that a cutting like that. After we will see the FX part, so you will have a lot of FX. First, one thing to show to you, there is two echo, low cut echo and echo is like the DDJ-1000. The low cut echo is more if you have a normal track with all the melody, vocals, etc. And you want to make a beautiful echo with no low bass, etc. You see, if you take an echo, normal echo like that, you have a very big stuff. So you can use the low cut echo. Low frequency will not go through the echo, and you will have a good thing. So for every FX, you can choose the beat, the FX, the channel, the level, and the FX. And every FX like echo and reverb, etc., spiral will be post fader for the feedback. Like if you have a turntable outside or a CD player. So echo, you see, with little bass with it. Master tempo DD. After spiral, reverb, trance, after Enigma jet. For the jet, the flanger and the phaser, you should do it not in the main part of your track. If you do that, you will have this sort of thing. Very bad. But if you take a long beat plus a place very cool directly into the track, like that, with the association of a filter, for example, etc. Flanger. And same example for phaser. And after pitch will be better with vocal, I think. This one. etc. Slip roll. Slip roll is different than roll. Roll, you will take one beat, for example, on half a beat, and this beat is repeated. You can decrease, increase, but it's the same beat. It's a little sample, and it's always the same thing. With slip roll, you will take part of the track and another part, until you touch the beat button here, like that. You will see with a vocal, it's very cool. And after roll, it will be a loop, a little sample, and you play with it, and you can decrease and increase it. And I will see with the channel 1. You see, I will take a little example here. It's a good example, I think, with 2 beats. Level down. And I will repeat this all time I want. Or you can easily put a vocal or something like that. Like maybe here. And for the end, Mobius 1, Mobius 2, I don't know what is the N and the little hat here, but it will allow you to make a little acceleration if you have before the drop. I don't know in English. A cool, a little quiet time. Etc. And same for the other one. Etc. etc. And this part for FX is done. Let's see the other part of the mixer. You will have the mic part. You will see it's very great on this unit. You will have 2 mic, 2 input. We will see in the connection, but I think it's jack for one and a combo jack etc. for the other. You can on off. You can have the level. You can have a little EQ high and low. And you see in the software, you can have these 2 mic here. You can apply an echo, reverb, pitch if you want. You have the level of the FX here, a talkover if you want, and you have a heavy or light feedback destroyer for your I don't know the term. I don't remember the Larsen, the feedback. In French, we call it Larsen. So you will not have this feedback on your mic when you are very small place or with your speaker if you have your mic. You will have your booth output here with its own level and master output. And let's go to the deck part. So I will take this track here and let's go. So the transport part, you will have your play, of course, your cue, allow you to put a first cue on your track, but you put this cue anywhere in the track if you want. Yeah, just to make this. You put your hand like that, you record it. If you want. After you will have your search button, so you can have a little search with the touch of it. You see, or a bigger search with the jog, like that. And if you push once, you will have the track search, so you will be, you remember, I forgot that and I was very lost when I wanted to take my track. So this is it. Shift button allow you to change a lot of things. The FX part for the pad here, to search into the grid, to move your grid, vinyl mode, reverse, etc. And of course to erase out cue, but we will see after. Let's go to the jog. It's the main part, it's the better part, the great part. Look at this beautiful jog. You can, on this jog, make some bending, so deceleration, acceleration, with the choral, or with the platter if you disengage the vinyl mode. And of course you can scratch if you engage the vinyl part. This jog can be adjustable with this part here. Light part will be like that. Medium here. And heavy here. It's very great. And after, on the right of the jog, you will have the pitch. So pitch can be used with different part of the percentage. You will have 6, minus 6 plus 6, minus 10 plus 10, 16, and wide it's 100. So this pitch can be used with a master tempo. If you don't use, you will have the tempo movement and the key movement. But if you use it, you will keep the key of the track at 0%. You see, just a tempo adjustment. You can also match two tracks with the BPM and the key. And let's see what is the example. So I put this. I have this loop here. And I have this track here. So I have 118 BPM on the left and 114 BPM on the right. I have CM key on the left and aim key on the right. And you can, it's not an excuse to put maybe a track at 130 and another track at 90. You want to put that together, etc. But it's not possible. It's not an excuse. This technology, it's not an excuse to put those tracks between them. But if you're near the value of your BPM of the key, but you want to match those tracks, and maybe those technology are very good if you're in danger, you see at the end of a track or something like that. It could be an emergency technique if you want. So let's match first the tempo. So be careful to have this in master tempo and tempo match. Tempo is good, but you see melody, the key is not very good. And now I can put the key. So you can match 2 BPM and 2 key. You see, if I put master tempo, I have my previous key, but I can make key sync and have the key corrected. So you can match 2 BPM and 2 key. And let's go to transport again. So with this track, You have sleep mode, allow you to have some modification, for example a loop or a hot cue, but your track still play underneath. You will have this hot cue, for example. I repeat it, but with sleep mode, I will go up of the track. Or I can make a backspin if I want. Everything is good. After sleep reverse, no need to put sleep mode here. It will be a sleep reverse without any manipulation over manipulation. So it's very great. You have, of course, the quantize allow you to match your manipulation to the grid. If I don't put quantize, I will have odd cues or the loop directly with my manipulation like that. But if I have quantize, it will match with the grid. And 1 bit because I put 1 bit directly in the preference of record box. And after, let's see this great jog. So you saw that you can adjust the rotation, the force of the adjustment of the rotation, and you have a lot of information directly here. You can have the range if you want. You can have if it's the master for the BPM or the sync if you want. You have the release I don't know in English. Temporization, the time. Yes, it's I don't know. Remain. Yes, remain or not remain here. Thank you. The other unit here. So remain time. You will have all your odd cue or your loop. You see, I have the A here, B here, C here, and my H loop here. I have my tempo, the key. If I am in the deck 2 or if I am in the deck 4, I can have, if I am in sleep mode, red, you see, in red. If I am on here or not, you see, it's white when I up the fader here. So a lot of information, and I have a little picture here. It's my track picture, and with a double shift here, I can have this great picture on the deck. And of course, I have my cue in yellow here, and I have the same as my cartridge if I had a record like that. My needle, if you want, here. Rotation of the needle. Okay, jog is done. Let's see the loop. And I can record my loop on the memory or directly on the pad here. But let's see the loop here. So first, you can easily put a loop if you want with or without quantize. Allow you to make a great loop. You see, little perfect loop. I can adjust the in, or I can adjust the in or the out if I want. Yeah, I show you the out, but I say in. But you can adjust the in and the out bound. You can also make a 4-bit loop if you want, with a long push on this button. And after, when the loop is done, I can directly memory it. I can decrease or increase it if you want. And I can put it directly on my pad here. And I can erase like a hot cue with the shift button. And let's go to the pad mode. So you will have a lot of effects on it. You have 4 buttons, but 8 functions with the help of the shift button. So the first one is hot cue. You can recall point directly into your track. you have just to push one free slot to make an OQ with the quantize or not. So it's freezing at 1 bit or not. Depends if I want to make manipulation or something like that. I can erase it with the shift button. After pad effects, you will see on the screen of the computer that you have a lot of effects. You can adjust them with the manipulation here, the configuration here. You can choose your effects. You can choose the length, a lot of parameters like that. So you can put every effects in Rekordbox where you want with the configuration you want. But it's very great is those effects, not sleep loop, but reverb, echo, V-break. You can adjust them directly with your player. You see, if I take the external player, you see, I take this same track here. And break. It's very great. It's an external deck that I can put those effects directly into Rekordbox. It's very cool. So let's see my track. Pad effects 1, beat jump. Beat jump allow you to make a jump on the left, on the right with a 1 bit, 2 bit, 4 bit, 8 bit. You can have another page here. So maybe with 32 bit, it's very cool because you can jump between a place with just the vocal and another place with maybe a vocal with beat like that, you see. I will do it here. No beat, beat. No beat, beat. It's very cool. And after sampler is very cool because I will erase the my old sample. You will see it's very cool. I can take little part of my vocal if I want and take my instrumental and make something very great. For example, I take this instrumental, I take this vocal, I will listen to it. For example, here. Yes. I will take this one, I think. For example, this part. I will make a 4-bit loop here. I stop the music. I take my little sizes here. I put here. This one I want with the loop part. But I want it twice with a loop part here. So I take this one with also a loop like that, and the third without a loop, and I will make little things very great. So I check if there is no loop, and it's done like that. You see, I take the instrumental part and I take sampler here. Make sure your track playing here is the master part here, and you can easily change the value of your tempo. The sample will follow, no problem. And in the end, you can put some FX directly in it with sampler here. You see a lot of things to do when you have the device in your hand, and you will, if you practice some technique, you can do it, a lot of things. After the keyboard, so the keyboard allow you to take hot cues and put it at different tone if you want. So you choose the first, you check what kind of hot cue you want. Maybe I will take this part of a track here. Yeah, maybe here, for example. No, here. Yeah, maybe the D1. And after you check here. For example, this one. So, take keyboard, choose this one. Etc, etc. After pad FX 2 is the same, you will have lot of FX you can choose if you want. For example, or spiral, another spiral. Or delay if you want. Etc. After beat loop, so you will have, let's take the normal track. Beat loop, so auto beat loop, you will see in the screen that you can have 4, 8, etc. So let's make, say, 16. Or 8. Or 4. Or maybe 1, 2, etc. And after the key shift allow you to play the track like the keyboard, but the track still play, and you take a different key. I will take this and here. We keep cool, but we know we both know what we want. We keep And I think it's done. Let's go to the connections. For the connection, it's easy. You have the two headphone outputs with 6/4 a 3.5, little one, big one. And after, with the back, you will have your USB port, the aux input. You can choose 0 or 12 dB if you need for your smartphone, if you need. The mic 2 input in jack, mic 1 input, jack XLR combo with 2 little knob for the attack. The input, phono line input for your DVS, or if you want just to record your track, record your turntable, or play your turntable or your CD player. The master output XLR and RCR, 3-inch, if you say in English, and the booth output also balanced with jack connection, and of course the power supply. So it was the Pioneer DJ DDJ-800, the brand new controller from Pioneer. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask under this video, and see you next content. Bye bye, take care everyone.